Hello Taurus, Elsie here to do a reading for you, my friends. Just here to drop a bonus read, as I do when I sit down at this altar. Y'all just eat up those readings so quickly. I am so happy to come here and give you bonus reads. Thank you so much for being so kind to me in 2023. I appreciate you so much. I think that what we'll do on this reading, Taurus, is we're going to take a peek into 2024. Let's find out what's coming up in 2024 for Taurus. Oh, just saw the Empress. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me about 2024. Maybe we'll just peek into the first month of January and find out what's coming up here. Tell me about Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Oh, left some cards on the table. All right. Let's take a look. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Picked them up because I'm not really ready to drop them yet. And sometimes that happens. All right. If they're face up, though, I got to listen. There we go. And what else do we have? Okay, we've got a couple of other things that are popped out here. What else do we have? All right. Let's do it. Let's take a look here. Taurus, we have a Tower coming up in January. There is something that's going to happen that's going to change things, completely change things. And I want to say that what is changing things, it feels like it's a realization for you. A realization that something really is truly over. Some of you just need to come to a realization that it's over. That's it. It's over and it's time to pull it down. The only reason that it even existed in the first place, Taurus, is because it was your illusion. It was you thinking that it was going to work out, that it wasn't going to end. I feel like the Seven of Cups is telling me that it's an emotional situation, and the Six of Pentacles tells me that it is about reciprocity. So for some of you, I think you were hoping to get emotional reciprocity in a situation. I feel like you're taking charge of the situation of the Six of Swords. And the Six of Swords is, of course, disconnecting from the chaos and moving to the calm. It is about lessons learned, though. Me as a reader, I feel like the Six of Swords is all about the things that you learned about, the communications and connections you had, the things that you want to remember that you're taking with you. I feel like there is an ending here. There is something that's coming to a painful end. It might be a sudden end. And I feel like it's a situation. So it could be a job. It could be a friendship. It could be a love ship. Take it as it resonates. Something that's not serving you right now. Because when the Tower shows up, understand it's because you're on the wrong path. It's like you're with the wrong person, or you're at the wrong job, or something like that. It's like a moment that you hit the wall and it's like, this isn't the way you're supposed to go. It's like you're in the labyrinth, right? And you hit the wall and you're like, oh, I got to go back the other way. That's what the Tower is giving me for energy here. That it's like you realize that something is not worth putting your energy into, or something, and it's usually out of your control, the Tower. Something is coming to an end. Tell me what's coming up here in January. Let's just be the whole big bad bearer of bad news for Taurus. Maybe this is a bad idea. All right. 8 swords. We are looking at swords again. Yeah, there is something coming to an end. Look at that. But there is something coming to an end here, and the Two of Wands appears. So I want to say that something you need to close the door on, Taurus. We're looking at future energy right here. There's something here that you need to close the door on, that you are failing to close the door on. It's like something that never served you, something that's been hurting you along the way. You haven't been happy in this relationship. You've hated this job. They've been abusing you there. It's been a toxic relationship or a toxic job. It's a situation that you don't need, but you are failing to see that you don't need it anymore. Or you're staying there because of the money, or because of you're in love with them, and it's something that is not working for you here. Look at this. Bottom of the deck tells me that the World card is here, the Two of Wands, and the Judgment card. It says to me that there's a really big decision you need to make about taking the different path. It's about your expansion. It's like you had yourself in this place where you couldn't expand because you couldn't see the need for expansion. So the universe comes in and throws you some pretty hardcore major arcanas here. Things that are coming to an end, and just in case you didn't get the Tower, the door is going to be shut and closed. It's going to be a painful ending. It's going to feel like deceit. It's going to feel like you were stabbed in the back. It's going to feel like it's not fair. It's something that is supposed to end here. It's supposed to end because there is something coming up here, that a different path you're supposed to be on here. You didn't make the big decision to go forward, and so the universe had to get you back on track. All right. Tell me about this. Because please understand that the Tower, the really the sole reason people don't really like the Tower is because it's change. And people don't like to change. Definitely not a fixed sign like a Taurus. But people don't like to change as a rule. They don't like things to change. They just want to live in their comfortably polished rut. And I feel like the universe is like, no, Taurus, you're on for bigger and better things here. Something must come to an end. Tell me about the Tower, please. What is coming to a painful end? It's giving you movement. I just really believe that Towers are always for your mercy, because if you kept going in the wrong direction, you're going to be sad. You're going to be unhappy, living in all these swords. We have the Queen of Wands. Could have something to do with someone who is Aries, Sagittarius, Leo, whether they are feminine or masculine. This Queen is feminine leaning, but also has masculine energy. We have the Knight of Pentacles, something that has been taking a very long time, or something that's been delayed. And we have the Nine of Pentacles. 9 Pentacles, and the 1 opportunity brings the 10. So I want to say for some of you that you are in a relationship with someone who is not... you know what? I'm just going to say I see the Queen of Wands sometimes, and please don't take offense, but I see the Queen of Wands sometimes as someone who is the other woman or the other person in the relationship. It feels like there's a long-term relationship here, and the Queen of Wands is here. And I think this is the illusion. The illusion is, I feel like you're with somebody who you're really enamored with, and maybe you're not dating them right now, but maybe it's your focus. Maybe it's your whole focus, that you're very attracted to them. You have a very sexual connection with them. It feels like it's something that, you know, makes your heart beat quickly when you see them. You enjoy being with them, but as quick as they're there, quick as they arrive, they go. Because the Queen of Wands is someone who really doesn't care if you keep up with them. They're just going to keep moving, going to the thing that they need to do next. Now, this is a bit of a badass, right? And I feel like that's something that you're attracted to, feminine or masculine, that you're probably attracted to someone who's kind of your opposite energy. That's what it feels like, because you're sedentary, slow. You like to move slowly towards a goal. And we have the Queen of Wands here, who moves quick, who makes quick decisions. And it feels like it's been a long time coming, I want to say. So if you're the one who has been in the relationship with somebody in the 10 of Pentacles here, a long-term relationship, I really do feel like something is coming that is going to end that. And I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but we have the 9 of Pentacles here, and that tells me everything I need to know. You end up sturdy and solid, confident in your energy. You end up moving forward as a single person. That's what it looks like. I want to say that it's almost like with the Knight of Pentacles here, that this is an opportunity. You'll look at it as something that hurts you. You had to move on for it. It's very overwhelming for you. Now you're stuck in your head, but this really is an opportunity. The Knight of Pentacles is here. But I feel like the universe was giving you a chance to make a decision, to change your path. And because you didn't make the decision to change your path, that's why the Tower appears. Tell me what else we need to know about the Tower and the 8 of Swords, please. We have the 8 of Cups. So either you walk away from the situation or they do. Take it as it resonates. You could be someone who has fire in your chart. I feel like there's a really deep connection energetically. I feel like you're very attracted to the way this person looks. I think you're very attracted to their fire and how they bring the passion. But I feel like all that's left is the Ace of Wands, I want to say. The Queen is holding the Ace of Wands. But I want to say that all that's here, because I don't see any cups, it's just a physical attraction. And a lot of you are stuck to a physical attraction. So you've had a crazy good chemistry in a physical way with this person, and that's what you can't stop thinking about. It's not that they're good for you. It's not that they love you. We don't see any cups here except for the 8. It's not that. It's that purely it's a physical connection. And you can't stop thinking about the physical connection. I think the universe is giving you an opportunity to be on your own, to be confident and sturdy and stable on your own 2 feet. We have the Nine of Swords. I feel like you're going to be stuck here for a bit, to be honest. Boy, this isn't looking great for the new year. I'm just saying, I feel like you're going to be stuck here. We got the Nine of Swords. There's a bit of worry. You're wondering if this person's going to come back. I feel like there's a worry here, but it feels like somebody is emotionally disconnected is what I'm getting with the Eight of Cups. There is no emotion here. And I feel like you were in this connection because you wanted to be, because it was a good physical connection, but this isn't the place you're supposed to be. I feel like you're supposed to be off doing something different. Tell me what the Judgment and the World card and the Two of Wands is here for. Because I feel like there is something else that you need to make a really big decision about. Maybe someone made the decision for you. Take it as it resonates. We've got, by the way, Virgo and Pisces energy here. Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius, Leo energy. We have Aries, Sagittarius, and Leo as well. And we've got Scorpio energy here. Tell me about the World card, please. What is coming to an end for Taurus? What is the ending here? It's the ending of your sadness. I feel like you were in a relationship where somebody was not giving you reciprocal emotional energy, and it was making you sad. You weren't happy here, but it's almost like you felt as though you couldn't get out of it. You shouldn't get out of it. This is the end of your unhappiness, the end of your sadness here, the end of regret. The Death card is here. Got a lot of changes coming up in the new year, Taurus. You're being lined up for something really important. Because these big hitters, these big major arcana don't bunch themselves like this unless there's some big changes going on, forced changes. Because that's really what the Death card is. It's a forced change. It's forcing you to get out of this energy so you can heal, so you can move on. I feel like this, the Death card here, we got Scorpio energy again. I feel like there is that the universe is forcing you out of a situation that never really served you, and you couldn't see it, or you were so enamored by the physical connection that you could not pull yourself away. And then we have the Seven of Pentacles. So after the ending is growth. So I feel like after the ending, after the Death card comes here, the Seven of Pentacles shows up, and it's throwing the seeds of intention and watching them grow. And it's going to take some time for you to get over this, is what I'm getting from this. It's going to take some time. This is something that is in the mind. We got all these swords here. It's something you can't stop thinking about. And I feel what you can't stop thinking about is the passionate times you shared with this person. Not the times that they were loving and caring and kind and brought you beautiful things and, you know, loved you or told you they loved you. I think it's purely that you cannot get this person out of your mind because of the physical connection here. So I feel like this thing is coming to an end. I feel like it might have been with the Emperor here. I feel like you became bored with this connection, but you didn't know what to do with it. That's what it feels like. You became bored with it. You didn't know what to do with it. The Emperor is here. And I want to say that you needed to take charge of the situation. I really do feel that the Emperor energy is yours, Taurus, at this point. It feels like you need to take charge of this situation here, of being in situations that you don't want to be in, that you feel stuck in, that you feel bored in. It feels like the universe was waiting for you to take charge of the situation. But even after the ending, I think that you're waiting. And that's the thing. Even after the ending of this thing. And it feels like you go into this Eight of Swords, Nine of Swords energy where you can't stop obsessively thinking about this person walking away and taking their passion with them. Just listening. But what you don't see is that you're going to be happy after this. There's going to be happiness here. It feels like you start to grow again. You realize that the seeds of intention are what you needed all along. You needed to throw your seeds on a different path. But I don't think that you could, because I feel like the illusion was that you felt like you were in love here. But I don't think there was love here. I think it was an illusion. And I think it was the physical connection that made you feel like you were in love. But I think it was one-sided, because I think the other person was just here for the passion. And by the way, when I see the Queen of Wands coming up in this sort of circumstance, it feels like this person was stepping out on the relationship anyway. You could have been in an open relationship. You could have been in a relationship where you knew that this person was seeing other people or doing whatever with other people. I think that you knew it, right? We have the High Priestess here. I feel like it was something that you knew in your gut that this thing wasn't going to last much longer, but I think you held onto it anyway. I think you kept giving this person reciprocity in emotion, but I think they kept hitting you with swords. I feel like they weren't really giving you any sort of emotion here. Yeah, I think you thought you were going to have victory in a long-term relationship here. You ignored the swords. That's what it feels like. You ignored the cold, detached kind of energy this person was giving you, because when you were in their arms, that's where you wanted to be. And I feel like that's where you wanted to be. So I feel like that's what the Tower is for. The Tower is, look, you got to get out of this relationship. This person is not for you. This could be future energy. For those of you who are in a relationship, this could be future energy. For some of you, this could be going on right now. I never date or time these bonus reads. So we have the Emperor and the Four of Cups. And it feels to me like somebody needs to take charge of the situation of the Four of Cups, feeling like you're in redundant energy. And I want to say that because the Tower is here, the World is here, the Virgo and Pisces energy is here, the Judgment card, I want to say that this whole situation here actually levels you up to the Emperor. So levels you up to the Emperor, feminine or masculine, right? The Emperor is the one who is the authority, the one who takes charge of the situation. You know, the Emperor is the one who is the ruler of the empire. So you're the one who has the last word. And I feel like the Tower falling here is breaking things up, breaking down the illusion. It's exactly what the Tower does, because I think you thought that you were having victory in a long-term relationship here, when truly what was happening behind your back is that it was very detached. This person wasn't as attached to you as you are attached to them. So I feel like the Tower fell so you could come here, so you could make a decision. As the person who's finally got the last word, I think that you decide whenever this Tower falls, that you're not going back. I feel like you are going to be in a period of Four of Cups. I'm just going to say it's a period of healing, redundancy. You need to be here. The Four of Cups is not a bad place to be. It is stable. It's stable energy, stable emotional energy. It's better than being here, right? It's better than being there. I think this happens really quick. Yeah, we've got the Chariot as well. I think you were very in love with this person. I'm just going to say. Tell me more about Taurus, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter. Got the Magician. The Lovers is in the reverse. Yeah, look at that. You knew it, though. In your gut, I think you knew it. You can see that the Hermit they're holding out their light to the Lovers in reverse. This person didn't choose you, Taurus. You chose them, but they didn't choose you, and so the Lovers is in reverse. But I feel like you come to this wisdom. That's what it feels like. You come to this wisdom here that you are the Magician, and that you can carry on. You've got all the tools that you need. Whatever you want wants you, but this was karmic. I feel like for some of you, it could be a Virgo, could be a Gemini, could be an Aries. I think you stayed in this relationship a long time with the illusion that this was turning into a long-term relationship. And I don't know how long a long time is. We are looking at Pentacles. It could be a year. It could be 10 years. But I feel like something is coming up. Like there's going to be some sort of a tower that's going to break it down for you. And yeah, I just feel like you kind of came to a realization. I mean, you could be the one that's causing the Tower as well. Take it as it resonates. But I feel like there's an illusion here that that needed to be broken down. This isn't the person you were supposed to be with, Taurus. Sorry to tell you that. But this isn't the person you were supposed to be with. Tell me what the outcome is for Taurus, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. What's the outcome in this reading for Taurus? It's the Sun, my friend. I'm telling you, it's all here to get you on the right path. You could have a Leo in the future, could be a Virgo, could be Gemini, could be any of the ones I've talked about, Aries. Got all the kings present when the Aries is here. We got Scorpio, Virgo, Pisces, Taurus, Aquarius, Leo. The Sun is here. It's a breakthrough. This is not a breakdown, Taurus. This is a breakthrough. And I feel like you needed to get off this path in order to be able to move forward in a really abundant way. I think you end up coming out of this, although it's terrible and horrible, and I don't think it's going to be a fun thing. I feel like you end up balanced and sturdy and stable and financially stable. This person could have been bleeding your finances as well. We have the Knight of Wands and we have the King of Wands. So I feel like there is this person is hard for you to let go of because you thought that they were your soulmate. And maybe they were. I can't tell you whether they were or not. But regardless of what label you put on them, I feel like even though this person wasn't giving you any stability, they were running in and out. I think that you were hoping that they would grow up. I think you were hoping that they would grow from the Knight to the King. And I don't think that they were. I think that's the breakthrough. I think you realize that you can't do this anymore because the Two of Swords is here. You don't want to get hurt anymore. I've got the Chariot. I feel like it was high time for you to make the decision, but you couldn't, and so the universe dropped the Tower. But it's a breakthrough. It looks like a breakdown, Taurus, but it's a breakthrough. I promise you that whatever is ending in the future, whether it's next week or in January, I feel like whatever is ending is for your good. It's making you into the Emperor. So you can deal with stuff as you need to deal with stuff and make the final judgment here. It's not going to be easy to get through, and I'm sorry to be the one to tell you. But yeah, it feels like the Five of Swords is in the middle of the Six of Wands and the Ten of Pentacles here. It feels like there's what's in the center of, what's sort of the block to your victory of the long-term relationship is the Five of Swords. 5 and 2 is 7. Somebody was lying. And if you're not the liar, then, bravo for you. I'm not talking about you. I got someone in the comments that said that before. I'm not the liar. Well, congratulations. But somebody was lying to Taurus here, and I feel like it's something that comes to the surface. It is a breakthrough, but it starts with the Tower. And the Tower never starts off as fun, right? It's never fun. But what it's leading you here to is something really beautiful. You start making your own decisions, ending your own sadness, deciding you're going to grow, and you grow into the Emperor. You're the person who took charge of the whole situation in the end anyway. All right, Taurus, I'm going to leave this here for you. As I be the angel of death, the bad news person here. Forgive me. I'm going to go for now. I love you guys. Bye-bye.